You're listening to theoutdoorstation.co.uk.
This podcast is sponsored by Inov-8. At the recent gathering of the Backpackers Club up in the north of England, right next to Hadrian's Wall at Bellingham, numerous exhibitors were showing their wares to a very enthusiastic audience, one who was passionate about and experienced in all things lightweight. On one such stand was Wayne Edy of Inov-8, purveyors of a fine selection of lightweight footwear, which, as many know, is rapidly becoming the norm for many hillgoers. However, on this occasion, it wasn't the Inov-8 footwear causing the assembled audience to murmur in delight, but the first airing of Inov-8's range of lightweight packs, which are about to come to market. In this exclusive interview for the Outdoor Station, I caught up with Wayne right after the show to ask him how these new designs had been received by such a discerning audience.
Well, we've had a great response to our new pack range that we've launched, and this is the first launch of this range, and it has our new hydration system, which is a horizontal hydration system.
So a horizontal hydration system, that's got to be unique now. I don't think anybody else has done that in any sort of format, have they?
There have been some horizontal hydration systems, but they tend to be small rectangular hydration systems, whereas ours is actually ergonomically shaped and it fits in the small of your back, and that's where you hold the bulk of this water, which is the heaviest component that you carry in your pack.
Well, that's the water. We'll come back to the design of the hydration system in a second, because obviously that ties in with the pack range, and it's the pack range I want to talk to you about. So we've got in front of us the complete range, starting with the largest one. Now, tell me about the unique specification, the unique designs, and the way you've actually gone about designing the complete range.
Okay, well, Bob, firstly, we've got the 30-litre Race Pro, and this is a 2-day mountain marathon pack or 2-day pack. You've got 30-litre capacity. 2 litres of that is the hydration system that fits in the back into the hip fins and back part of the pack. You've got large stretch mesh pockets on the side with a unique closing system that actually acts as a compression, so that closes the lid and compresses anything that you have in the side pockets. It also has other features. It has mesh pockets and a waterproof pocket on the other side of the hip fins, and those each have a half a litre capacity, and we have a stretch mesh pocket on the top. It's very light. We're striving to be lightest in category with all of our packs, but there's always sort of the optimum weight that you want to go to, because you don't want to trade off too much and go too light and trade off the materials and the durability of it. And this one weighs about 590 grams.
Which is a very respectable weight for a pack of that size. It's a very clean pack. It's nicely designed. I see there's a lot of reflective strips on there, presumably probably for safety, and the colour scheme is fairly vivid. There's a reason for that, got to be.
It is indeed. Well, we come from a running background, so this is all about visibility, and that's why we want it in there, so that you've got the daytime and nighttime visibility if you need it. And that's why we've got the combination of the two colours. It's also very striking, and it associates with some of the winning shoes that we have in our range.
The compression system is quite interesting in the sense that you've got these two large mesh pockets on the sides of the pack, which would take a good capacity, I can see, and the closure system for the lid also forms part of the compression, which can go inside or outside of the mesh pocket. Why is that?
That's correct. If you put the closure system on the inside of the mesh pocket, that leaves the mesh pocket accessible from the top and the side. So you may want to put a bottle in the side or something down the top, from the top. However, if you put it on the outside, it actually seals off the side pocket and just gives you access from the top. So then you can put smaller items in there and there's no risk of them falling out.
And I see there's some additional tabs here on the back. What are those for?
That's correct. These are just loops that we've included, and that is to take the stretch bungee cord that we have, so that you can have extra carrying capacity. You might want to put a roll mat on there or attach something externally. So that comes standard with all the packs.
And the feedback from today, because it's been very popular.
It has been excellent, and we air freighted in some of the extra packs just with the samples, and this is the first launch of this pack range. Been excellent. We've had a good response to it, so it's a nice way to start launching a new product category.
So that's the largest of the series. We've got a 30 litre, 22, 20, 18, 12, 4, and 2. So let's just go down them to the next one down.
Okay, the next one down is the 22 litre, and it actually shares all the same features as the 30 litre pack, but it's just less capacity. So it's just a scaled down version of the other one, but it has the same back length.
And what is that back length? Because that's fairly important to most people probably listening to this to make sure it fits for them.
It's a standard back length that will suit most adventure racers or mountain marathon users, and we're trying to cover here that it works well for the average back length. Okay.
Is there a different cut you've got for men and women on these packs?
For now, it's just a standard cut, but we have spent a lot of time and tested it both on men and woman, and we're getting good feedback on both of them.
Excellent. And as you say, that really is just a slightly reduced looking version of the 30 litre. Is there anything particularly unique to that one?
Nothing unique, but one point I didn't pick up with on the 30 is that it does have this adjustable chest strap, so you can adjust it up vertically to get the right position across your chest. And that also incorporates a whistle as part of the fastening buckle that's there, just as a safety whistle.
I noticed the fastening buckle on the hip belt on the packs I tried on. It doesn't clasp in the centre of the chest. Is there a reason why it clasps to one side?
There is indeed. We've tried both options, and it very much is down to personal preference. Some people prefer them on the side, some prefer them as a centre fastening system. But we're looking further than beyond this initial range, and we're going to have some exciting accessories that we're going to be adding to the product range, and this is why that we've made this attachment to the side so that it becomes compatible with the accessories that we're developing in the future.
Excellent. So let's move further down the range then. What's the next size?
Okay, the next size is the Race Pro 20. Now, this particular pack is very lightweight. Weighs in at 300 and something grams. I don't know the exact weight, but it's not hydration compatible, this one. So this is just all about an elite lightweight running or day pack. It has a center zip closure that also acts as part of the compression system, and then we've got compression straps top and bottom that you can just pull down and compress it. Now, the advantage of having the center zip is that you can get right down and easily access things in the bottom of your pack. You just need to get used to packing your pack with it lying back down onto the ground. Okay.
That I can see it's a change of mindset, isn't it? Having the compression top and bottom and access through that zip. I can see what you're saying about packing from the softness of the back if you want comfort outwards. It is different to the other packs in the sense that there is no other access into the pocket. It is one long sleeve like that. But I see on either side of the pack you've got mesh pocket on one side and what would you call that? A stitched weave on the other?
Compression strap on the side, yes. So this would be for something that if you've got maybe a jacket or something and you want to store that externally, you can put that on
sleeping mat or something?
Sleeping mat. Some people even put their tents on there if they're going to have an overnight and they've got a very lightweight tent. You can tie that on there and fasten it on there. On the other side, we've got this very stretch mesh pocket with this long zip along the side that you can access this whilst you've actually got it on your back. So you may want to put a water bottle in there.
Okay. And the hip belt pockets, are they the same, one waterproof, one mesh?
It is, that's correct. All the left pockets are actually the water-resistant pockets, and they all have a key holder in there. And the right pockets of all our packs are the stretch mesh pockets, so that's handy for storing. So anything you want to access whilst you're running or walking, easily access, maybe a gel, some food, something like that. It's easily accessible.
The feedback team and obviously your adventure racers you sponsor that have been giving you feedback on the products. What's been the idea behind having two different pockets on the hip belt?
Well, it's nice to have a water-resistant pocket because a lot of people, when they go now, they take a mobile phone with them. They've got things that they want to keep dry. So that's the reason why we've put the water-resistant pocket on the one side. But the mesh pocket's great because you've got the stretch material, so it allows you to put something in there and it expands. We can even fit a 500 milliliter drinking bottle easily in there. So it's been ideal from that, and based on the testers' feedback, that's what they preferred, the combination of the two. And what's interesting about this particular pack is that most of the testers that have used them, whenever I meet with them to get their feedback, they go through all the packs, but they don't want to give this pack back to us. And I think that's always a good sign.
Excellent. But looking at that, that's a shorter back length, though, isn't it, to the others?
It is, but that's because there's no padding in the back of this. It's a very lightweight pack, and just the particular shape on how it's designed, and it doesn't have the hydration system. This is the optimum back length that we've come up with.
Okay. So the next one down is a similar sort of size, isn't it? But it now goes into the hydration system and so on.
That's correct. This is the Race Pro 18, so it's an 18-litre pack, and this is positioned for adventure racers, cyclists and runners. So this is maybe a person that's a good all-rounder. They're doing a number of different disciplines, and they're looking for one pack that's going to meet these different disciplines. It's hydration compatible, so it works with our horizontal hydration system.
Okay, so let's first of all look at that now. We've actually got one in front of us. We could turn that round. So talk us through how you get the hydration pack in and out.
Okay, well, again, one of the unique features about our approach to this development is that this horizontal hydration system, you can access it externally. So you access it from the back. I'll just show you, where it's just got that Velcro attachment there. And
so if you can just imagine that he's now pulled the flap up, which is at the base of the pack, at the lower part of your spine, at the hip section, and that's revealed in line with the hip belt what sort of shape would you call that bottle?
Well, the hydration system is actually shaped, if you could picture a belt or say a back support that one would use to give you some back support, because fits. It's ergonomically shaped. It fits in the small of your back, and it actually curves round the side, so it gives you lumbar support as well as that's where you're carrying the weight. And that's the big advantage of this hydration system, is that you're carrying the 2 litre. If you've got 2 litres of water in there, that's the heaviest component in your pack. You're carrying that closest to your centre of gravity in the small of your back. You're actually using it as a bit of padding. Okay, it's very stable. We've also got these welded areas in here which stops the water sloshing around. So it's very stable, but you don't get any sloshing effect that you can get with other conventional hydration systems. Another key feature is that you're not taking the weight on your shoulders and your spine. You're carrying the weight on your hips, and that's actually where the body's better designed to carry weight.
And I see the access on the bladder is a fairly unique design, but it looks like you could actually fill the bladder while it's in situ.
Yes, you can. What our testers have found, once they've used the bladder system a few times, they can actually work it so that they can just pull the lid off, and it's not a conventional lid closure like a round lid for our system. It's a slide on, so we fold that over and we slide over this end fastener. So you just slide that off, put it under a tap, and you can fill it up in situ. The big advantage of that is you're not having to actually empty some of your pack out to access it internally. So it's another key advantage of this horizontal hydration system that we have.
So certainly on quick changeovers where you really don't want to waste time by, as you say, releasing the tension of the pack to pull the bladder out, to then fill it, to put it back in again, you just literally pull up the tail flap there and reload.
That's correct. Or if you're on a supported race or walk, you could actually have another bladder system already filled up. Okay, from your support crew hand over to you, and you just replace the bladder. So that's really quick.
And where does the pipe feed go for that?
The pipe feed actually can go out either side, so they're marked here with the H2O sign, and we've put them compatible on all these packs on the left or right side. So it's just down to personal preference.
And then the pipe comes up and over the shoulders, isn't it?
That's correct. It actually comes up from underneath, so you're not having to take it right over the shoulder and back down. So we've got a shorter pipe length, again reducing weight.
Oh, so it comes up from the hip belt. Nice.
That's correct, yes. Yeah. So that comes up from the hip belt, and it just goes through these elastic holders here, and you've got it in place, and it's easily accessible for when you want to drink it. Bring it up the left or the right side.
Excellent. And this particular one is different to the previous design we were talking about now, because it's now reverts back to a top access zip, waterproof zip, and mesh pocket at the top there. Do you want to talk us through those bits?
That's correct. So this is not the top loading. It's sort of just 1/3 down. You load it from the top, and it's just got a different access pocket like that. Okay.
But you've got a separate mesh pocket at the top.
We have, and that's on this 18-litre pack. We've got this nice stretch mesh pocket. That's also zip fastened, just for putting any extra things in there that you want to easily access.
And then finally, I guess that the compression of the pack is also tied in with this clip at the front there.
It is. This is an extra option that we have on this pack. It's this large front stretch mesh pocket allows you to even put a helmet in, like this one has. So you see, you can put a bike helmet in there, or other items that you want. You've got the compression strap to just compress it down, and we've also put this added visibility webbing on here, and that allows you to put a light on there if you need to, an LCD light.
Right, so yeah, I mean, I can see cycling in this and running in this quite nicely. Very popular pack, I think that's going to be. And across the whole range, is the hydration system included with the packs when they actually get to the retailer?
No, it's not. It's an optional extra, but all retailers that are stocking the packs are going to have the hydration bladders available, and they're only costing £15, so it's good value for money when you consider what they're getting.
Very reasonable. So which pack was that, just to remind me, and then let's go down to the next one?
This is the Race Pro 18, and this is the one that fits across really well for cycling, running, and walking.
Okay, so what's the next one now? I presume is that one with the helmet tucked in?
That's correct, yeah. This again has the same features as the Race Pro 18 that we've just covered, but this is a 12-litre pack, so you've got 12-litre capacity, but all the same features apart from the stretch mesh pocket on the top. Okay, and it's just a lower capacity.
Yeah.
So it's when you consider it's a very compact pack, but you can get everything in there as well as your helmet if needs be.
When you design these packs and work on these packs, I'm presuming that each size has got an optimum end user in mind.
It has indeed, and basically we look at that end user and the kit that they would carry, and then we lay it out and measure it and then work on this. And if you look at, we've started with the 12, then we go to the 18, and then we actually change the style for the 20, so that we're trying to offer different capacities to meet these different end users. And what we're finding is that there are users out there that are doing these different disciplines, and they're trying to buy one pack that will cover for the different disciplines and not have to buy one specifically for the different activities that they're doing.
Yeah, I can see that now. And finally, right at the bottom of the range, I find them both to be the cutest of the items that we've looked at. Are would I be wrong to call them bum bags?
Well, in the UK we call them bum bags, but we're calling them belt packs, so that it's more of an international type wording. This is a 4-litre one, and as you can see, it's ergonomically shaped, so it's already pre-shaped, so it fits the body very well. It has mesh backs on it, like a lot of our other packs, and we have the side pockets. So again, the left pocket is the water-resistant side pocket, and then we have a right mesh pocket. Now, this particular bum bag or belt bag is hydration compatible. So it takes the same hydration system that is compatible in our other packs, and you can use it in this bum bag. Big advantage of that is you may buy a pack and really like the system and then decide that you want a bum bag, but you don't have to then buy another bladder. You just use the same bladder, but just put it into this bum bag. It also has additional features of a key holder and a compression strap.
And what's the capacity of something that size?
This is a total of 4 litres, but we're assuming if you have got water in there in the bladder system, that will be up to a maximum capacity of 2 litres. What someone would normally use in a pack like this is the bladder, but they wouldn't necessarily put 2 litres of water in. They may just have 1 litre of water, and then they've still got 2.5 to 3 litres of capacity to store the other products.
Tell me something on these bladders you've got. Certainly a unique size, which will work well with these packs. I can understand that. But have you made it easy for people to know exactly how much water they're putting into a bladder? Because that's always a bit confusing.
It is. This we've got graded markers on it, so it shows the 1 litre, 1.5, and 2 litre marks. So it's nice and easy when you fill it up. You've got an idea of what sort of time you're going to be outdoors and how much water you want to take with you. And we don't recommend you take excessive amounts. Just take enough for what you need, or maybe a little bit extra just in case you need that.
And then the baby of the series looks very, very sweet.
Yeah, this one we've had a great response to. I think just about every retailer we've shown has ordered this product already. It's a 2 litre bummel belt bag, nice ergonomically shaped. It's all three-dimensional, including the pocket. It has a stretch mesh pocket on the top, a water-resistant access pocket that goes all the way around the side, and then we've gone the extra distance by putting this nice stretch mesh pocket inside. So that could take a mobile phone, and then it's not bouncing around, or you might want to put a credit card and some money in there, something that you want to be more secure once it's in there. So it's great, and this top mesh pocket is ideal if you've got, anything that you want to have easily access to when you're running or walking. So it might be something that you want to eat, a bar or something like that, energy bar or some sweets, whatever.
Well, certainly as someone who does a reasonable amount of running, I can see every runner in the country wanting one of those. It's got everything you need in it to store your wind shirt or a basic waterproof and your car keys and your mobile phone while you leave the car and go for a run for an hour or so. It's a nice looking unit. Now, just tell me about the material these are made from and the actual manufacturing process.
These are all made from a very lightweight nylon ripstop fabric, which gives you a very high strength to weight ratio, and they're developed specifically for ourselves, and we've gone for this unique colorway, which is, we've got the brightness in there, and as I mentioned earlier on, that brightness is all about getting that visibility, whether you're riding a mountain bike or if you're running, if you are on any road areas, and that you've got that visibility out there, and that's what we want. It's all about looking at the safety of our runners out there, and also to give us a unique look, that we've used the same colourway throughout the whole range.
And I presume these aren't manufactured in the UK?
No, there's not many products like this are manufactured in the UK anymore. We actually manufacture these in the Far East. We've got some very good factories that we work out there, and we, as a policy, as a company, we have an environmental audit that we do on the company every year, and we also look at the ethics of the company and the factories, any manufacturing units that we work with. So we do audit these factories and work with factories that have good business standards that we feel work within our ethical policy within the company. And also on the environmental side, we do an environmental audit every year, and we post that up on the website so people can see, and we set targets for the following year, which we follow. We sea freight as much of, in fact, all our production is sea freighted, and this is the most environmentally friendly way of bringing it, and that reduces our carbon footprint. So the only things we would air freight are urgent samples that we need to get.
That's very much the topic of the moment, isn't it? The carbon impact, the carbon footprint that the companies are making. So, are you sort of relatively unique in the outdoor industry by pushing this boundary?
Well, you've got companies like Patagonia, and I think Patagonia have a great environmental policy, and I think in the outdoor industry they've probably done the best job of it. But when you look for a company our size, we really do spend quite a lot of time and effort on this, because it's an important thing to us, and we feel it's very important to our end users. And we are looking at doing a lot more ourselves, so we're actually just going through the process again for this year, and we've got some new exciting ideas on what we can do to again increase our awareness to our consumers on what we're doing out there, but also so that we can really show that we're making an effort. We're not just trying to just talk about it. We're actually measuring it. So we measure the full impact that we do, and then we set targets for the following year. And as an example, we're trying to fly less as a team because because this has a huge impact every time you fly. We're also trying to do things where we're video conferencing a lot more so we can fly less. We've also got we haven't got a team of reps that are out there driving around visiting customers just for the sake of going out there to get an order. We're questioning, well, how many times do we really need to visit customers, and how can we do this and feel that we're confidently contributing to minimizing our impact on the environment.
Well, I'm sure these products will be as successful, obviously, the foot range, which is extremely well known in the UK. The main question, I'm sure anybody who's listening to this, is where can I get one, how can I get one, and how soon can I get one?
Okay, well, this product is going to be available the last week of May. It's just going to be available in the UK initially, and then it will be rolled out and sold internationally. The official launch for this product is actually Friedrichshafen at the outdoor show. But because these are all specialist materials and colours that we've developed, we had minimum quantities on it, so we just bit the bullet, and we did the first production run without even going out there and selling one of them. And we've committed to it. It's going to be on the water next week, so it'll be available end of May. And if they go onto our website, which is at inov-8.com, then they'll be able to see which retailers are stocking the product and access it through those retailers.
Fantastic. So you heard it here, folks. First, folks, at May 2007. Get your credit cards ready, because I think you'll be definitely warming them up. Wayne, I wish you every success with these products. They're a fantastic range of products. I can see them really being of interest to all outdoor enthusiasts, particularly the outdoor athletes of all sort of abilities and experience. So the best of luck with these, and we look forward to seeing how they progress.
Well, thank you, Bob. It's been a pleasure taking you through the range, and thank you to the listeners for listening to the podcast.
As you might expect of Inov-8, all these packs have something new to add to the lightweight arena, so pop along to your local dealer to try them out for yourselves. My thanks to Wayne Edy from Inov-8 for taking the time to join us for this exclusive interview on The Outdoor Station.
This sponsored programme has been brought to you by theoutdoorstation.co.uk.